I want to tell you something that most real estate agents would never say on camera. I am not from here. I moved to Myrtle Beach in 2015 from St. Louis, Missouri, after years of living in Minneapolis before that. I'm a transplant, a relocator, someone who made exactly the kind of move you might be thinking about right now. And because I've lived it, not just sold it, I can tell you things about this place that you won't hear from someone who was born and raised here. In this video, I'm going to tell you my whole story, why I left, why I chose Myrtle Beach specifically, what surprised me, what I got right, and what I'd tell you if you were sitting across from me right now. Stay with me. This one's personal. Quick note before I get into my story. If you're already thinking about a move to the Grand Strand, my contact info and a link to book a call with me are in the description and pinned comments below. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I'm a North Carolina girl, born and raised. High school in Raleigh, college at UNC Chapel Hill. All three of my children were born in North Carolina. In 1998, my husband's career took us to Minneapolis. 8 winters in Minnesota, then St. Louis in 2006. 9 more years there. And then my kids went off to college, that marriage ended, and for the first time in a long time, I was free to choose, free to live wherever I wanted. I had no family left in St. Louis. We had only moved there for his career. And I had no family left in North Carolina either. My parents and my uncles had passed. So I asked myself a simple question. If I could live anywhere, where would I actually go? The answer came surprisingly fast. I wanted palm trees. That sounds small, I know, but it mattered to me. North Carolina was home in so many ways, but it's just a little too cold in winter for palm trees to thrive. South Carolina is different. There's actually a USDA hardiness zone line that changes when you cross the state border. North Carolina is zone 7, South Carolina is zone 8, and that makes all the difference for what grows, what survives, and what the air feels like on a January morning. I wanted that. I wanted warmth. I wanted the South. I wanted the coast. And I wanted to walk to the beach. Here's something that surprised me when I started researching coastal South Carolina. Most beaches in the Carolinas are on barrier islands. That means to get to the beach, you cross a causeway. If you live on the mainland, you drive to the island. If you live on the island, you drive back to the mainland to shop and work. There's always a bridge between you and the rest of your life. Myrtle Beach is different. The beach here is on the mainland. There are no barrier islands. The ocean is right there, accessible, walkable, rideable. That was my life. I just needed to find the right neighborhood. I found the Market Common, a walkable, community-centered neighborhood built on a former Air Force base. Beautiful lakes, wide paths, shops and restaurants you can walk to. It was exactly what I was looking for. And it was here in Myrtle Beach that I met the man who would become my husband. I was teaching yoga and working part-time in marketing while I worked toward my real estate license. And that's actually where I met him. We got to know each other socially too through a mutual friend who had just opened a new restaurant here. Eventually, we did 3 new home builds together, but that's a story for another video. What I can tell you is this. So much of my life here, the friendships, the work, the relationship, it all grew out of just showing up and saying yes to this place. And that life looked like this. I put my spaniel in the back of my golf cart and drove to the beach. I ran around the lakes. I'd ride my golf cart to the farmer's market on a Saturday morning. My husband and I rode our bikes to the water, took long walks, finished with a tropical drink at a beachside bar. And then there was the financial realities, which really caused me to sit up straight and take notice. I had spent years in the Midwest paying premium prices for older, dated homes that always needed something. Here in 2015, I could buy a brand new home built with modern materials, modern floor plans, modern building codes for a fraction of what I paid elsewhere. The area was genuinely undiscovered, underpriced, and I recognized that immediately as a property investor. And the property taxes here in South Carolina are among the lowest in the nation. When you're thinking about long-term affordability, that number matters every single month. I'm from the South, and Myrtle Beach, it just feels like home. I love the humidity. I love the sound of the cicadas. and the tree frogs singing in the evening. I love the smell of the vegetation in the morning. I love how people invite you to merge in traffic with a smile and a wave, how strangers call you ma'am, how you're Miss Layne to the people who respect you. It's just an easy, friendly, respectful culture. And this is a social place. People gather. Seafood boils and chicken bogs, oyster roast, pig pickings. Strangers are just friends you haven't met yet. Now, one of the biggest fears I hear from people researching this move is this: what if I move there and I'm lonely? Here's what I can tell you from my personal experience. I moved to Myrtle Beach without knowing a single soul, and I made friends faster here than I did in 8 years in Minneapolis and 9 years in St. Louis. Because in those cities, most people had been there for generations. You were the outsider. Here, so many people are new. So many people are relocated. We're all in it together. And the weather, I get asked about this constantly. We have all 4 seasons here: sundresses and sandals, sweaters, and the occasional coat. But because of the ocean's effect on our climate, our summers aren't as punishing as the Midwest, and our winters are genuinely mild. I keep a lemon tree in a pot so I can pull it in the garage on the coldest nights in January, but I do have neighbors who have lemon trees planted right in the ground. Somehow they found the perfect southern-facing spot next to a protective wall. It's just easy to be outside here, year-round. Walking, running, cycling, golf, tennis, pickleball, that is a quality of life that is genuinely hard to put a price on. And for a small town feel with big city amenities, this place delivers. 60 miles of coastline, multiple small towns, Costco, Trader Joe's, Fresh Market, Starbucks, fine dining, ethnic restaurants, plenty of shopping, lots of entertainment venues, multiple yoga and fitness studios. And let me tell you a little bit more about that because it's part of my story too. When I moved here, teaching yoga was a big part of my life. And I was a little nervous about that, starting over professionally in a brand new place where I didn't know anyone. But I stepped right into teaching at Yoga in Common in the Market Common without missing a beat. Since then, I've taught and practiced at a number of studios here, including Inlet Yoga in Murrells Inlet and Real Hot Yoga in Myrtle Beach. And it's not just yoga. There are Pilates studios, bar studios, fitness studios, and boot camps, entire communities of people who care about moving their bodies, getting outside, and staying active at every age. That mattered to me then, and it still matters to me now. Because this isn't a place where you retire and slow down. It's a place where you finally have time to do all the things you never had time for before. Golf in the morning, a walk on the beach at sunset, a yoga class with people who become genuine friends, pickleball with neighbors who were strangers a year ago. I've watched people arrive here a little guarded, a little unsure, and within a few months, they have a whole new rhythm to their week. New friends, new routines, a version of themselves they didn't quite expect to find. That's the part that's hard to put in a listing, but it's the part that matters most. And when I want the symphony or the ballet, Charleston is only 2 hours away. We go a few times a year. It's a perfect balance. And how I do love that fresh seafood off the boat I can get here. Never frozen, never shipped across the country. A bowl of freshly boiled shrimp with Old Bay and cocktail sauce. There's no gourmet meal that beats that. Not in my mind. I tell you all of this because I want you to understand who I am before you ever decide to work with me. I'm not an agent who happened to end up here. I'm someone who chose this place, researched it, moved here alone, built a life here from scratch, and then became a real estate professional because I genuinely believe in what this coast has to offer. When you call me, you're not talking to someone who will just send you listings. You're talking to someone who has felt exactly what you're feeling right now. The excitement, the uncertainty, the weight of a decision this big. I know what it's like to move somewhere without knowing a soul. I know what it's like to fall in love with a place before the paperwork is signed. My job is to make your move as smooth, as informed, and as right for your life as mine was for me. Whether you're 6 months out or 2 years out, now is the right time to start the conversation. If anything in this video resonated with you, I'd love to connect. My contact info and a link to book a free call with me are in the description and pinned in the comments. And if this was helpful, please save this video and share it with someone who's been thinking about making this move. I'll see you in the next one.